Sir, news from the underground.
Hello, welcome to The Underground. This is the podcast where we talk about the world and how crazy and weird and messed up it is. I'm your host, Duncan Michael McPherson. So today on the podcast, I want to talk about the Joe Rogan, Sanjay Gupta interview that everybody's been talking about. I want to take a little bit of a different take on it because I want to look at what Sanjay Gupta said about masks. Now, I know that everybody wants to talk about vaccines right now, and that's the hot topic, but the truth is that right now we can look backwards at the things we did in the pandemic to show how ridiculous the things that we're doing now are. Because in this interview, he admits that masks don't work, specifically cloth masks, and then says how, N95, I think he calls them KN95 masks are more effective. So I just want to listen to a clip. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this or copyright. I'm not going to show any video because I don't know what the copyright rules are. So I'm going to just listen to the audio with you. So this is where they start talking about masks for a brief moment.
I mean, people would say, "Hey, man,
It's a high-quality mask, though.
it's
very
It
impressive.
seems like a good mask, made in China, by the way."
God damn it!
Did you see that?
I didn't. Son of a bitch.
So we could talk about put masks. I'll leave this here. Remind us to talk about masks.
Do you think they're effective?
Yeah, I think
If they
are
weren't effective, we
beneficial.
just avoid the subject.
I think that they can be beneficial. I think what happens is that, again, people expect a certain level of certainty in saying how effective they are, or they're going to be a panacea for things,
Right.
and nothing is.
Have you ever seen the doctor online who vapes through a mask? There's a doctor that he thinks that masks are silly and they're really only for surgery, and that really they're just to stop spittle and particles from falling out into. He's like these cloth masks that people are using. His argument is essentially like, watch this.
Yeah.
And then he uses one of them vapes that blows out all the smoke, and he blows right through them, and it comes out the side. He's like, this is what's happening if you breathe.
Yeah.
So he doesn't think they're effective at all.
I think the cloth mask is definitely not. Although this is a high quality mask, but the surgical masks
Thank you
better.
very much. Two ply.
I'm not trying to sell these for you.
They're
by
pretty
the
good,
way.
right?
Although people should wear a mask, I think.
And they tighten up on the sides too.
I
They're
noticed that.
adjustable.
Yeah, I mean, it's for a particularly big.
Yeah, this
face,
is the
I
guy.
noticed.
Look at this guy. Watch. Back it up so he vapes again on the other one. Watch this. He takes a hit and then blows right through this. Look at that. So if all that is going out into the air just like your breath is, how is that protecting you from COVID? Is some of it being caught in that thing? Is that the idea? Like, what makes you think, but those vape particles, they are larger than COVID, correct?
I mean, right. And COVID aerosolizes. Where do you guys find this stuff, by the way?
Oh, we're online, man. This is a podcast.
Answer the question, buddy.
You've listened.
I listen. I just I don't,
You can't be shocked now.
Look, I've been so immersed in this for 2 years. Every day I'm reading about this stuff, and
Unfortunately, me as well.
yeah, and so, but you guys still seem to find things I haven't seen. But the it's not perfect. I think that the source control, meaning that am I wearing this mask? If I wear this, how much is it protecting me versus how much is it protecting you if I wear it?
Right.
The source control.
Right.
I think it offers some protection. And I have made the case many times that if you're going to wear a mask, you probably should wear a high quality mask like a KN95. That's what I have. That's what I carry around with me is a KN95. I came
Can I
in
see the difference between
I
that?
came in an Uber when I came over here.
This is
Okay, that's enough of that nonsense. Yeah, well, frick, where do I get started? So he's first saying if you're wearing a mask, you should wear a high-quality mask like a KN95 mask. A KN95 mask is wildly different from anything that anybody is wearing out there, except for rich people, people at sporting events, not sporting events, but like coaches and things were wearing N95. You can tell the difference. There is a big difference in the mask, and there's a big difference in how they work and how effective they are. He said that I don't think cloth masks are very effective at all. But yet in Canada, we are forcing children to wear masks. And I think they were at least doing it in the States. I don't know what the deal is in the States because that's my next clip. But why are we making children wear cloth masks if we know that they're not very effective at all? That's his words. They're not very effective at all. Is that what he said? I don't remember what he said, but I think that's what he said. And then he said He said surgical masks are a bit better. But why are we mandating people wearing surgical and cloth masks when we know that they're not very effective? He said they offer some protection. Well, some protection, it doesn't. If something offers some protection, we don't make it mandatory for everyone. Why don't we make N95 masks mandatory for everyone? That would make more sense. I would be on board with that. I wouldn't like that we're making it anything mandatory, but if they did that, at least it would make sense. It doesn't make sense to make something that's not very effective mandatory. Why are we making kids wear masks in school? I've been in these schools. I've seen these kids' masks. They're disgusting. They have junk inside of them because the kids will put them in their mouth and like suck on them and make like a little puppet mouth. It's not working. It's stupid that we're making them do this. It's about compliance. It's not about safety. So that's the first thing I want to say. Everybody who wants to be vaccinated is vaccinated, right? There's nobody in Canada who is like, I really want to get vaccinated, but I can't, or, you know, there's something, I can't get access to it or something. Everybody is able to get vaccinated that wants it, and we're still wearing masks in school. This is insane. What we're doing is insane. And it's driving me more and more crazy every day because I don't understand why nobody will say anything about this. Nobody will speak up. I hear people complaining about masks that are liberal, I would say, and they're very on board with all of the guidelines that we have to follow. But they're complaining about masks. They're saying that it hurts their ears. I said that it hurt my jaw the other day, and people agreed with me. And I was like, oh, I thought it was just me because I have like a jaw that locks up. And it really bothers my jaw, and I can't chew. And I'm like, why are we doing this? We know they don't work very well, if at all, right? We know that they're not very effective. If we were wearing N95 masks, I get it. But like, everyone's vaccinated. The people who want it have it. The people who don't. I don't understand what we're doing. Anyway, that's all I got to say about masks today. Hopefully this all works and you can hear everything. And I don't know. I'm not going to show the video, so we'll just leave it at that. Okay. Thanks for listening. And stand up to your government and tell them to stop bossing you around. Bye, everybody. Thanks for listening to The Underground. Please subscribe on YouTube to help this channel out. And like and share it on social media. Thanks, everybody. Bye.